All right, the pardon board's reconvening. We are now at David Wade Correctional Center. It is 12:24 in the afternoon. Warden, would you, and any staff that you may have in there with you, please introduce yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Deputy Warden Brenda Ackland.
Elizabeth Savage, Lieutenant Colonel.
Becky Trupiano, ARDC Manager.
Anna Ralston, classification.
All right. Okay, thanks for accommodating us this afternoon. And we have Mr. Grider. Mr. Grider, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name, your DOC number, please.
My name is Ricky Grider, 267646.
All right, Mr. Grider. I'm going to read some identifying information into the record, ask you to confirm it, and then we'll get started. Let me just acknowledge you do have some folks who are here in opposition representing the victim. We have Suzanne Craig and Mary Lewis, and Ms. Craig would like to have a few words, and we'll call on her shortly. So you are classified as a first felony offender. You're seeking a commutation of your sentence. You were sentenced in Webster Parish in April 2005 and for 2 counts of manslaughter. You received a 40-year sentence on each of those, but that's running concurrently, so it's a total of 40 years. Is that information correct?
No, ma'am.
It's consecutive.
It's
Oh, I'm
consecutive.
sorry, I wrote concurrent. So I'm sorry, so it's 80 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, thanks for that. I appreciate it. I made a mistake on my notes. So today your case, Mr. Grider, has been assigned to Mr. Tillis. I'm going to turn it over to him.
Good afternoon, Mr. Grider. How are you?
I'm fine today.
Good. I read through your file. Tell us today what you and why you feel that we should vote favorably for you. Tell us what happened while you're there.
Did you understand?
No.
He wants you to tell them why you're incarcerated and why should they vote to accommodate your sentence. Why are you incarcerated? Explain
Why
why.
am I incarcerated?
Yeah.
Well, all I can say is I'm doing 80 years for self-defense.
What happened though?
What happened?
What happened?
Okay, when I got to Harold's house, he was talking to Thomas York, and it looked like he tried to slap her. I jumped out of the truck. I went up there and hit him. He said, "You son of a bitch, I'll get my gun." Well, I turned around, went to my truck, got my gun, come back. He had a pistol. I shot him. I looked, Carol was bent over and on the step. I went up there, see if she was okay. She said, no, grab the gun. We fought over and it went off and shot her in the head and killed her. I lost it. I got in the truck and I went home. That was it.
Let me just show.
Yeah, I read it. How did the tussle? What happened when you were in the tussle? Was she? How did you end up shooting her?
I didn't shoot her. She had the gun. She was fighting for the gun for some reason. She was scared, I guess. And when she jerked the gun, it went off and shot her in the head.
Okay.
It was an accident.
Okay. But it wasn't an accident on the first shot.
No, I meant to kill him.
All right. All right, Cheryl. We'll talk to.
Yeah, let me ask you something, Mr. Grider. I noticed on your master prison record that you have a parole eligibility date, which is April 11th of 2024. Is that right, Warden?
Yes, ma'am, that's under Act 790, the
Yes.
geriatric parole. Yes, ma'am.
Right. So,
That is
so,
correct.
yeah. So have you had a parole hearing ever?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I
So,
wasn't no,
go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
I wasn't notified in 24.
Right.
I had a parole hearing.
How long you been in jail?
I am.
How
How
long you been
long?
incarcerated?
I've been incarcerated 22 years.
Okay, that's probably why, because they just changed your record once you were reached the 20-year mark and attained the age of 45, I believe. So generally, that's what we would consider at a pardon board hearing would be to make someone parole eligible, someone who has a lengthy sentence like you that didn't have a parole date, and you have
ma'am.
one that's in the past. So I'm not sure what exactly you're asking for today.
What are you asking for today? For the, I believe it's, if I can say, he's asking, he thinks this is a clemency hearing or knows it's a clemency hearing, and that's what he's trying to get
Right.
done.
But
clemency.
generally, what we would do for someone like him was give them a parole eligibility.
Right.
date.
Yes, ma'am. And he already has that. And that's what I explained to him before we came on the air.
Okay,
And so I did explain that before.
okay, good. All right. Well,
So-
since we're here, we're going to go ahead and listen to Miss Suzanne to see what she has to say, and then I believe we'll be ready to vote. Miss Suzanne Craig, we'd like to hear what you'd like to tell us.
Good afternoon. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak on behalf of my father. I'm sorry. Never gets easy. On Easter Sunday, April 11th, my life changed forever. I will never forget that 2 a.m. call from my mother saying, "Come over. Something's happened to your dad." I got to her house and one of our deputies for our county was there and told us that my dad had been killed. And I went completely numb. I first thought it was a wreck. And he said, no, someone had shot him. And I couldn't imagine who would shoot the sweetest, kindest soul I have ever known. That Easter changed was not the same. Every Easter it comes up, it's hard. Even if it's not on the same day. I was the last person to see my dad the day before, the Saturday, April 10th. I play it over and over, and it was a weird day because I just had that uneasy feeling all day. I saw him at the bank getting some money, and I asked him to go to the barrel race with me because I rodeo, and he used to haul me all over. He said no, he had to go to a job at Spring Hill, Louisiana paper mill because he worked for Delta Fabrication, and that's what they did. I called him about four times that day, talking to him. And like I said, I still had that uneasy feeling. I had to forgive myself for not paying attention to the uneasiness of that day. My dad did not carry a gun on him. My dad has never have I known my dad to hit a woman or abuse a woman. I was told that my dad was in his truck and was trying to turn around when he pulled up on the scene and saw Mr. Grider beating Carol with a pistol, with a butt of a gun. And my dad was trying to get out of there, and he put it in reverse, and Mr. Grider shot him. And my dad's truck rolled into the house behind him. I was told that my dad had 911 on his phone, but he never got to press send. It happened that quick. My dad was gone. But, I've struggled with this. I didn't go to the sentencing hearing where he accepted a plea bargain. My mother went and my brother went. I couldn't. I was too emotionally distraught. I have been in therapy. I feel in depression. I was a daddy's girl. My daddy was my work. And Mr. Ryder robbed us of that. My daughter was only 2. She never got to know him. And all the 21 years of the it's painful. I tried to do the forgiveness, and I try to forgive Mr. Grider, and I do good. And then, it's just a struggle of on and off. What he took from us that night is unspeakable. It did not have to happen. Personally, the prosecutor asked us if we wanted life or prison time or death penalty. At first, I wanted death penalty because an eye for an eye. But my family and I, we all met. We decided that we wanted him to have life in prison so he could think every day of what he did and what he took away from our family. I just came today to speak and say that I don't believe that age has anything to do with a killer mentality. And I really think that was a brutal crime. And I think he needs to stay right where he is. No clemency, no pardon, no parole. He just needs to stay there. So no other family has to go through what we've gone through. My mother has dementia now. That's why she can't speak. And my brother, we don't talk because of things that happen stemming over this. We've all parted ways, which is sad.
Yes, ma'am.
I
Ms.
appreciate you
Clayton?
hearing
ma'am.
me out. Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking the time to visit with us today. We appreciate it.
I was gonna say one thing to you. You talked about is she still there? Is she turned off? Okay, I was gonna say something to you. Because, I've been a victim advocate for many, many years. And I know, and I had a grief support group during that time. So if there is one, you can maybe check with your police department. In addition to the fact, I know you're going for counseling, but a lot of times when you talk to somebody who really has walked the walk you walk, it might be very helpful. And a lot of times they have memorial services, I did, where you're able to participate on behalf of your father. That's helpful. So why don't you reach out and see if you can find something like that for yourself? And maybe your brother would join you too. I wish you every possibility of healing because it's a terrible tragedy, no doubt.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Greider, I don't see any other questions. I'm going to call for the vote. Mr. Tillis?
Due to all of law enforcement opposition and family opposition, and you admitted that you wanted to kill him, my vote today is going to be to deny.
Mrs. Stapleton?
My vote is the same. I concur with Mr. Tillis.
Mr. Prater?
I concur. Deny.
Mr. Freeman?
I concur, proximity of his parole date, and that's all the relief I would have granted it.
All right, Mr. Greider, today your your pardon application is being denied. We'll see if we can get you scheduled for a parole hearing. That's a different process. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay.
And up to 12:40.
Thank you.